So good evening campers and welcome to Battersea Park here in London, and today we are going to be testing the Fast-RB. So if you've not seen the first video of the Puma Fast-RB, the rule breaker, you need to go and check that out now and then come back to this video. Okay, so like I said in that video, this is a two-part, so this is the second part, okay? In this video we're going to be testing the shoe at a race. So I'm here in Battersea for a 10k, it's organised by the guys at Run Through, but I wanted to put the shoe through a race to see what it was like. Just to, well, what's the best way, but let's just quickly go over briefly, if you're tuning in for the first time, what this shoe is all about. Okay, so the Fast-RB, the rule breaker from Puma, has over 50mm of stag, I think it's 58, 12mm drop, 3 different sort of elite foams in the shoe, 2 TPU plates, 1 carbon plate, and then you've got a nice slab Puma grip underneath. Now that's all there with a sort of one-piece boot construction that wraps around your foot and that holds you in on top of that madness that is underneath you. It's an extremely springy shoe. It's just a very bouncy shoe, and well, I'm really not sure how I'm going to get on tonight. That's the cool thing. So I'm going to find out. I'm not going to be going completely nuts. I'm only looking to do say 45 minutes, something like that. Maybe it's like, firstly, it's 27 degrees. Secondly, I've got a race on Sunday. I've got a half marathon, the big half on Sunday. So I don't want to go completely wild tonight. So this is more about what the shoe's like over that race sort of conditions. And let's see what it's like, okay? Right, so that's the plan. You're up to speed. Again, if you want to go and check out the first video, do part 1. There's a little bit more detail about the shoe on there. But I'm now going to go and get my race number, get sorted out, get stripped off. I've got a vest on underneath this because it's so bloody hot. And then we'll get onto the start, and I'll see you probably just before then or once we're underway. Right, we're strapped on. God help me. Ready to go. I don't. What's the worst going to happen tonight? Who knows? I'll tell you, go tits up. Anyway, let's get to the start. Let's get this show on the road.
You won't get a time unless you go through the
Let's go, boys. Right, sit rip. First lap was at 7, second lap was at 7:30. I'm taking this one out to goal pace, and then one last push lap, try and recover in this lap. Anyway, the shoes, I feel a bit big. I'll tell you about that at the end. Left calf's hurting a little bit because I'm so much on my forefoot, and other than that, we're doing all right. They're much better done at that 7 obviously than this 8-minute goal pace. So yeah, that's the initial thoughts, but we'll knock it down, get it done, take a bit of a breather on this one, and then go for that final one. See you at the finish. Okay team, well that was a bit of a disaster. Right, so I think, because I forgot to stop my watch and I've not had my time going through it, I went through I think in about 48 minutes, something like that. I really struggled. Now to be fair, I usually do struggle in these evening races anyway. I'm just not a, well, I don't know, a good runner racer in the evening, but yeah, anyway, the shoes. So okay, 7-minute miles, fine, no problem. Start of the race, felt like a hero. 7:30 was all right, but like, okay. The main issue, by the way, that I had running around here is the cambers like this. You really feel it in that shoe. I was hunting the whole time to try and find sort of flat ground, because it was really, well, the camber was really impacting the shoe and the way I was running. Now the other thing, which is really odd, today, the shoe felt too big. In race conditions, with a race sock on, I feel like I could have gone down half a size. The lockdown doesn't feel as tight and as tidy in the shoe when you're, yeah, I don't know. when you're sort of running fast and hard in it. I don't know, because maybe because you're more forward in it, but I felt like I had a lot of excess around the shoe. I didn't feel like I was locked down, and this is somebody who does put their laces quite tight, by the way, when I race, so that could be that. So that was another thing. But the biggest takeaway, right, was that I really struggled to find any rhythm with the shoe. Now, what do you mean, FORDY? So like at 7 minute miles, it was all right. It felt fine, not like issues in terms of stability, no problems with any of that today. Actually, stability was all right other than the canvas, but I couldn't maintain that 7 minute miles, and I wasn't trying to. The idea was to step back tonight because I got that race on Sunday, but as soon as I sort of backed off the pace, I was struggling to find, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but normally I find a pace, like usually about 7:30 per mile in my shoe, and I'm just gliding along like in my SC Elite. Tonight, that felt really, really hard, and I just felt like, you ever seen Jack Sparrow run along the beach? That was me. So I don't know, I just couldn't find the rhythm in the shoe. I couldn't go too, if I went too far forward, then I was leaning into too much pace that I couldn't hold, because like I say, it was a tough evening for me tonight. I didn't run well at all. To sort of, I don't know, not needing to get the rhythm, but to try and find it, I had to go into 7s. But then when I came out of that, because I couldn't hold it, I was struggling to find a pace. Again, hopefully you understand what I mean. Sometimes you find a faster pace, like that tempo pace, that you can just hold in that shoe, and you just sort of bounce along and love life. I was trying to find that, and even at like a marathon goal pace, which is, for me, I just love that. It was really, really sort of, I don't know, it just didn't feel nice. I don't know, again, rhythm is the best way to describe it. I just didn't find that balance. I couldn't find my stride level. I couldn't find my cadence. It was all, yeah, it's like Jack Sparrow. So there's two key takeaways, right? Firstly, I don't think, as always with these sort of elite super shoes, I'm not fast enough for them, right? Put that out there. I think, you know, 7 minute miles below, you'll probably get, well, you're going to get on better than it, and it's designed for people like that, not me, right? Okay, so let's just put that straight out there. I'm fully aware of that. It's probably designed for that slightly longer striding runner, and again, that ain't me, right? So I'm probably the worst person to actually review the shoe, really. So fair play to Puma for sending it to me, but it just didn't work. I don't know, and I think it's more me than the shoe. Does that make any sense? I don't think there's anything fundamentally wrong with the shoe other than maybe the upper, but again, that's probably personal choice. But yeah, I think it was more me than the shoe tonight. Obviously I don't think I performed well, but I just couldn't find that rhythm, and that's very much down to me, my biomechanics. So I don't think it's necessarily the shoe's fault. So there we go, guys. I think it's a super interesting shoe. I'm very lucky to have it and to be able to go out and give it a crack. I'm disappointed with myself tonight with the way I run. I still can't believe where I am in terms of my fitness after, because I don't really know, but I tore my calf, so I had 6 weeks out and sort of come back here and sort of struggle to run 47 minutes. It's a bit of a kick in the nuts, to be honest with you, but anyway, that's another story. But then I am coming off the back of doing 50 miles last week, 21 mile long run, so I don't know. Right, anyway, put that all to one side. I just don't think that shoe works for me. I can't be any more honest than that. So yes, there we go. I don't think it's conclusive, other than I think you've got to be very, very open-minded with it. You've got to remember that it's designed for a certain speed, a certain gait, and if you're hitting further back in the shoe, you know, heel striking, you're going to hate it. You've got to be on it to get the best out of it, and you've got to be running on sweet flat tarmac, because the camber on here was a killer tonight. So that's it, I think. Again, thanks to Puma. I think the shoe's brilliant. I think it's genius to come out with these sort of things, but bottom line, it just didn't work for me. Okay guys, that's it. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave me today, but thank you very much. I shall see you all now at the big half.